Welcome back everyone to the Cynex Tutorials channel. Today we will start our second video from our e-commerce app series. In this video we are going to learn how to create folder structure for any Flutter application. So I am inside the project. I have created a simple counter application, a default application Flutter provides. So inside the lib folder you can see we have main.dart, which is the entry point to any application. And also we create all the files related to our app inside the lib folder. First thing we need to learn is why we need folder structure in Flutter. Basically Flutter don't provide any folder structure by default, and it don't enforce you to follow any folder structure. So it's all up to you. You can choose any folder structure. Flutter community has been using two folder structures. First one is the feature-based and the second one is the layer-based. So these are not exactly the standard folder structures, but these are mostly used and worldwide adopted folder structures. So we are going to talk about them. So the first one is the layer-based or features inside layer structure. This is the first structure. As the name suggests, in this approach the layer come first and your app features inside them. In other words, we do not put the Dart files directly inside the layers. We create folders inside each layer. So for example, controllers and widgets will be inside the presentation layer, model classes inside the domain layers, etc. So as you can see in the screen, we have a lib folder, and inside the source we have presentation, application, domain, and data. Basically these four are the top layers, and inside we have multiple features. With this approach we will keep adding all these features in this layer, so we have top four layers and all the features will be inside these four layers. So this is the layer based, and now if we talk about feature first, we don't follow the layers, but layers will be inside the features exactly. So basically in the feature you can see we have feature 1, and inside each feature we have presentation, application, domain, and data. So let's say we have an authentication feature. So for the authentication, let's say we have data coming from Firebase. We have domain, which is having models related to user, its login, its signup. Forget password and all these models. Dots in the application we have services, and in the presentation we also have some user interfaces, which are the login signup applications, and the controllers will having some logic. So let's get back to our project and let's start creating our top root, which will be a source directory. So I would like to keep all my files related to application inside this source. So under source I will create some other top level files. So we created all these files, and the top we have common widgets, all the widgets that are going to be reused in other screens. I will put all these widgets in here. And the constants, I would like to keep all the colors that I am going to use in our themes, which is the next tutorial where we will talk about to create light and dark themes. So for that I am going to put all the strings in the constants. Next we have exceptions, where we will try to handle the exceptions, and the features I'm going to use features first approach. You can use layer first approach as well, and if you don't want to use this you can use any random approach, but except this features we have these 6 folders that can be reused in any application. We have localization. Let's say we want to use multiple languages in our application, so all the strings will be inside this localization folder. So when the application language is going to be changed, we can easily control this localization folder. Then we have routing of the application. And in the utils, all the utilities inside this util folder. You can create single class, you can create multiple classes. Now let's create some features. So inside authentication I am going to follow this MVC pattern, which is a model view controller. So model is basically all the models which help us to map the data from database, and most of the time we use them to display also data on the user interface. We will learn each and everything step by step. So in the authentication we will create models, and the screens we are going to create all the screens related to authentication like login, sign up. forgot password and bunch of other screens, and all the backend logic related to all the screens will be inside the controllers. So this is how I divided this authentication. As you can see, I have created an assets folder in the root level. In the assets, I created 4 new folders which will contain fonts, images, logo, and videos. So these are not directly related to our lib folder. We don't have any .dart files, so we can easily put them in here at the top, so we can use it in the whole application. Next thing is we will learn how to create a package. Again, I am going to create a directory which will hold all the packages, for cloud packages or for authentication packages. The most important thing I forgot to mention that we don't use any spaces or capitals in folder names. So inside the packages we have to create new Flutter package. So to create a new Flutter package, right click and go to open in and open in terminal. As you can see, it's pointing to our folder. So in here, to create a new package, write this command and hit enter. As you can see, all done, and your package is in this directory. And as you can see, we also have a lib folder inside our authentication repository. So this is how we create packages. In the upcoming videos, we will learn how to use this package, and we are going to completely create our authentication inside this package. So the purpose of creating this authentication in this package is to keep all the cloud files, the cloud functions, away from this lib folder, which is the root application. So that's it for the folder structure. I hope you learned something new. If you do, please like the video, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, because more amazing videos are coming along the way. Thank you for watching, and take care until next time.